Okay, now we're gonna learn another two turns. In the previous lesson we learned how to switch from spinning forwards to backwards and otherwise, bringing the point down in front of you and up above you. The key point was to keep your hands in front of you, staying on the same side of your body as you're turning. But now we are gonna learn how to do another two turns where the poi will be behind your back. This is one turn and the other. You keep the poi behind your back and turn 180 degrees once again, just like in the previous lesson. Make sure the poi are sweeping behind your back. If you do it in a way so that only one poi is sweeping behind your back while the other is in front of your body, this is only half of the move. Then we're gonna learn how to do this variation. It's called shoulder to hip reel, but actually I call it head and shoulders because it's easier. Please notice that I face the front plane when I do this move, like this. But when you learn how to do it, you will turn 180 degrees and spin on the sides. So you stay on the side and you turn and then back to the side again. I'm also gonna be showing you from the back, and this is where we start. So you viewers there, you stay on the left side spinning forwards, and the first thing you need to do is to turn to the right a little and bring both hands behind the back. This is essential. You don't lift your hands, but position them somewhere around your loin. And you need to bring both poi behind your back, especially pay attention to the right poi. Here's how it looks like on the side. So I spin forward, turn a little and bring both poi behind my back. After you've done this first movement and your hands are behind the back already, you complete the turn of 180 degrees and swing the poi backwards. Once again, spin forwards, bring the poi behind the back and spin backwards. Just practice this. Most importantly, make sure you bring the right poi behind the back. In fact, the balls have to make a circle behind the head. Right now I'm making stops in order to show you, but if I do without them, you can see that the balls are going behind the head. Then you switch back using the movement already familiar to you, and once again, behind the back and spin backwards. And the second turn, which I'm also going to be showing you from the back, it just means that the viewer is there. You spin in the opposite direction and then once again you bring the poi behind the back. You lift both hands to the corresponding shoulder and for now you just stop the poi. It's essential that you bring the poi behind the back. You turn 180 degrees and spin forwards, so that you switch the direction without stopping. And once again, you can start by making this turn. In the beginning you bring the hands behind the back. You can even hit yourself like this, so that the poi stop that, and you make sure that your left hand haven't slipped on the left side. After that you are sort of avoiding the poi. When they are going to hit you, you just avoid them by turning and then start spinning in the opposite direction. The first turn and the second turn. The first turn and the second. And exactly like you were doing previously, you turn your body with the poi. That is, you move the body while spinning. Now if I show facing the front. Say you stay in this position and spin backwards. You bring the poi behind the back and while they are making a full circle, you turn the body, moving with the poi at the same time. You don't have to squat like this, I'm just doing that so that you can see more clearly. So 1 and 2. 1 and 2. I'll explain the whole technique of spinning near the hip later in another lesson. But for now you can just try to do it yourself. So these are another two turns, we have 4 in total. Keep practicing and you'll master it all.